This is a quick video I made over the summer about my trip to China and my training while I was there. And these are some clips from Dunk Camp 2023, just to give some context kind of for my training in this past year. I felt a little unmotivated after I had kind of hit a normal dunk and graduated college, but Dunk Camp gave me a new type of motivation and made me realize that there's all these little goals I can hit along the way that go beyond just hitting a normal dunk. So I started kind of locking into my training a lot more and dunking more consistently, trying to dunk at least once every week, sprint at least once every week. And I kind of took all this into my most recent trip and this was to China over the summer. I had never been there before, and I know a little bit of Chinese, so that's part of why I was there. I've always wanted to go. And I played a lot of basketball. I dunked while I was there. This is one of the courts I dunked at in Shanghai. Here's some pictures of Shanghai. It's really pretty. That tower, the Oriental Pearl Tower, is very cool. There's some things that I can't fit into the YouTube aspect ratio. If there's a black border, that's why. On my trip, I took so many different cool trains. This was probably my favorite one in China, like a bullet train. We took a less good train on the way there, and that took like half the time. And so this was the travel to another city, which was Hangzhou. The lights at night were amazing on the buildings. They like all sync up for miles and miles. And while I was here, I played a ton of basketball. I found an indoor court. I was dunking there. I was doing workouts in the hotel gym and stuff. These were some little kids I met. I was trying my best to talk to them in Chinese, but this was like my 7th day in China, so I was struggling. But I got some good dunks. This rim was a little bit high even. It was very hard to dunk on. It was like 10-1. So all I could do was basic dunks. I had some nice, that was nice off the dribble. This is one of my first dunks off the lob. That's probably my first two-hand dunk off the lob on one foot ever. Nice. Punch that one. And that's my second two-hand dunk off the lob ever. China was very interesting. This was like one of the biggest culture shock things for me was like the sheer amount of bikes. This next video really does it more justice. Like there's so many mopeds. It's crazy. And I live in New York where there's a lot of mopeds, but it was unmatched. There's a really cool underground cave I went to. Somewhere in Hangzhou. It's my girlfriend. And then just got some basketball highlights here. I played a lot of basketball. This is me talking to some guys. I learned some words like the word for foul. Very few people spoke more than a little bit of English. So my Chinese was a lot better than most people's English. So usually that's what I use to communicate. And unlike when I played basketball in Japan, I was the only non-Chinese person there. I don't play a lot of basketball, especially anymore. This was like the last serious basketball I played, honestly. I can't shoot, if you can't tell. It's all layups. But I'm good at layups. I still haven't gotten a good in-game dunk. I want one soon. This was a really fun pickup game, though. I thought people were really nice, and I had a great time. I played there a couple times. This court was in that city, Hangzhou. And I was mostly in that same city for the rest of the trip. I took one day trip to another city called Suzhou that you'll see some video of, but I'm mostly just going to let this run. I have a little hotel workout I did at the end of this video as well. And I think if you take anything away from this, it's just that like staying consistent with training while even when you're on vacation, things like that, just trying your best, because I did not have access to all the same stuff, but I tried my best. And then in the weeks after this, I hit a deload very well. And when I was in Japan, the week after this, which I might make another video about, I had one of my best jumping days ever at the time. And that session's on YouTube. It's one of my first videos I posted. All right, thanks for watching.